All right, surprise! We're in the same clothes because we filmed the day 1 Patreon wrap up at the end of day 2. So I do a little pretending there. We said we would come back and we would film it after every night, like the wrap up.
But Ryan was too tired and he went to bed.
I really did go to bed at like 8:30 and you all worked on stuff for a long time and it was amazing. So yeah, I started the day at 3 o'clock, just woke up since I went to bed so early, knocked out a bunch of computer work for actually next gen.
Still hasn't done his presentation for tomorrow.
No. But I did my presentation for today.
Which was kind of necessary.
Yes. I'm just saying, I'm not behind like I am on this channel. I'm like barely hanging on to a head.
That would have been great if you just showed up and you were like, well,
I'm gonna talk. We're gonna see where this goes.
Who uses PowerPoint anymore anyway?
Yeah, right? So today on the docket was woke up early, knocked some stuff out, and then we went to the beach, which turned out
to go for a nice little 2-mile walk.
It turned out to be awesome. We went on a nice little 2-mile walk, and we found an entire like functional gym workout routine and like setup on the beach that was like built just asking for us to work out. So we worked out.
Asking for one of us, maybe.
I just wanted to sample. I just wanted to be like, hey, can I like run around and do stuff for like 15 minutes? And there was this whole thing
like at least an hour-long workout.
where 3 people had to like sit down and watch us work out for an hour. It was not what I expected it was going to be. I was apologizing. I was like,
I almost flew away in a parachute.
Yeah, it was a ton of functional stuff. So you're doing a lot of running between. I'm going to include. It turns out that it's I'm going to include in the edit is the plan. There's just a ton of running in the sand with sometimes a parachute attached to you,
or a
sometimes
tire
backwards, sometimes a tire tied to you. You were using a sledgehammer to beat off like the tires. That's what you do.
You're using a sledgehammer to beat the tire, not beat off the tire.
Okay, whatever. Semantics. There's no reason to go there. The point was there was a lot more exercise than we thought it was going to be.
Yes.
A lot more. And it was a great way, I think, to get a good workout. I already feel it at the end of the day.
I know.
Feels great.
I think it's also, we could do a whole episode on how we could do it without knowing the language.
Oh yeah. What was really cool was there was no need for someone to translate for us. Just strictly modeling with a history of that exercise, some exercise routines and like knowing what to do was sufficient for him to just model. And sometimes he would say stuff, but for the most part he just model or gesture what we're supposed to be doing. And we went through an entire like hour workout. It was the first like 3 exchanges where someone was kind of helping, but we realized like we could just do this on our own if we just watch them. And the trainer said it was really nice to have people that pay attention because usually they just want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
So it was this kind of not zen-ish, but like moment where you can tell he was just like, hey, this is cool. I can just like enjoy the activity. Okay, so we did that and then ate at an amazing, cool local place. I remember it was called
something with an M, but it was a buffet.
Mengai?
Mengai.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So what's cool when you get hooked up with people like this is, especially folks that are locals to this exact area, because they know all the great places to eat. So we kind of have to, we just immediately like skip the line when it comes to having to find great food. We're there. So we ate some amazing food. What else did we do? Went back to the beach.
We went to like a super private beach. That was really cool.
Yes, amazing beach, like national
Lots
park
of great footage.
looking sort of place, like crazy colors, really cool, really awesome. Definitely including the edit as well. And that's where I shared my life story in behavior analysis for like an hour and a half. Yeah. Just because you've heard it like 20 times.
I don't think it's at that level of detail.
But, well,
you didn't even talk about like 75% of it.
Because there's so much. And well, here's something to say. Like the translation process is more than half. It's like more than half the speed by the time, because you can't like keep your cadence and keep going. You have to say something, wait, say something, wait, say something, wait. So everything was being translated, so it definitely took a long time. But the point was to get to know each other more, and I took the opportunity to be like, this is why I'm in behavior analysis. Here's my whole story. So we finished that up, and then what did we do next? I'm tired. I'm not remembering.
We came back here.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was just like a come back, get showered up, finish some slides, last minute tweaks.
We tried to stop at a restaurant and see a crab that's been trained, but it wasn't there.
Oh yeah, they had a crab that they conditioned to bring you water.
Yeah.
In your like fork and knife.
And it doesn't bite you.
And it doesn't like clamp. They said bite, but I don't think it clamp, right?
Well, yeah, but this is like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, it's hands.
It's not a bite.
So yeah, we missed the great.
It doesn't pinch you.
We missed the great conditioned crab of Brazil, unfortunately. But I caught some cool footage with a local kiddo, and all the crabs are running on the beach. They're little tiny guys though. So yeah, missed opportunity for an amazingly cool accidental daily BA episode. And then we went to do our presentations, which were pretty cool. So there was I think 70 people they said signed up. It looks like there was like 50, 60 people in total. Cultural things, everybody's late to the point that it said 6, but everyone was planning on really starting at 6:30. Veronica presented on some of the foundational stuff when it comes to ACT, right?
Yeah.
Like where it's coming from, where the community's coming from. And then I presented on some of the parts I thought were valuable to me, which is really the values part, a couple of the key resources like Get Out Your Mind in Your Life and the 99 ACT book. And then we did a quick, we did some more, a quick exercise on how values and goals kind of align to each other. Nothing super in depth, but just a little bit to whet their appetite on what a value is and how you kind of think about it. And then you talked about
Ryan wasn't paying attention, so he has to ask me.
ACT for the practitioner. Something useful for the practitioner working with a child with autism. The AIM curriculum. I paid attention. So, what else? Okay, now let's go into, boom, that's what we did the other day. But we had a lot more time to ask pointed questions about the culture too. So now after day 1, kind of get to know each other a little bit, got to know each other more part of the way through day 2. Now we can get to some more of the more direct questions.
Well, I mean, I already asked about politics, so
yeah.
How much more direct than that?
That was today though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is you got to ask about how the politics are. So talking about there's a left versus right, everybody talks about it, nobody enjoys it. It sounds like there's a lot of
it doesn't matter who's in power, it sucks.
Yeah. The one thing I would say is day 1 felt very so that there are amazing, nice people here and very in a way humbling people too, very much just seem to be very mindful and enjoying their life and what they have and all that sort of stuff. I haven't seen some of the nasty sides of materialistic America so far. I'm sure it's out there. But what was I going to say? Oh, today is where we got to start to talk about when it comes to can anybody buy a weapon? What are the drugs and the gang violence and those sort of things. One thing that was really nuts is the day before we landed, or 2 days before I think, there was a drug dealer leader that was captured, put in prison. His homies broke him out, and in the process they let the entire prison out free. So there's 180 prisoners that were running around the city, and they caught 80 of them. The other 100 are running around.
I mean, who knows what the updated numbers are. Hopefully
that's what she said yesterday. Oh. I don't know how active those numbers are, but to me it was a little surprising that it wasn't a huge thing to be talking about. It was
by the way,
this happened.
And Veronica said they even went to a few police stations and killed a bunch of cops or something.
Did they? Yeah, it's insane. The level of social problems is hard to measure between countries, but from the few people I've talked to here, very honestly, what felt like I was getting a very honest answer, and then some people I've talked to that have lived here in the past that are expats, I guess, in a way. Can you call them expats?
No.
Do you call them expats, or is that only an American specific thing?
Well, because they do it for British too, but I think it's
It's more for
English.
So I met someone 10 years ago that still lives in the States, but he's from Brazil and visits frequently. my point was is he was even saying that the number of people that the culture, what is it? What am I trying to say? What influences this country isn't always what you think it is. There's a ton of influence from the drug market, and in a way, he's saying like that's just what runs the country.
Yeah.
And it sure seems like that could be the case. When we were leaving the presentations tonight, there was a totally different vibe on the streets at 10:30 at night than there was any other time, which I would expect, but it was like way different.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yes.
There was some talking going on. Like I went to grab like this camera and like pull it up to catch something, and who was it? The one that the lady that has the call for the driving
Ingrid.
Ingrid. And he was like, no. Like immediately she's like, not.
Yeah.
And then we got in the car and that guy was like walking right up.
Yeah.
Just very.
And they gave him some money real fast.
Yeah, very Gotham City feeling, in a way. So, I think that's a gist. Day 2.
Ryan also almost killed me today.
Oh, walked. I bumped into you because you're below my
He
shoulder.
like plowed me over as I was getting into the.
No, it's hard to see people when they're below your shoulder sometimes. I do pretty good at checking, but I forgot to. Anyhow, that's day 2. Quick and dirty behind the scenes updates of what's going on in Brazil. Tomorrow on the docket is actually a lot of work.
Ryan was supposed to get a mani-pedi, but we compromised.
I need to get some work done. So I'm gonna get some work done. Work on this channel, but work on Next Gen primarily.
And his presentation.
And my presentation, because we had a 2-hour presentation.
It's a 2-hour one.
And
not 30 minutes.
What else?
That's
pretty much what we have tomorrow.
We're going to lunch.
Oh, we're visiting a center tomorrow, right?
Mm.
No?
That guy asked us if we wanted to, but I don't.
Aren't we doing some sort of lunch, visiting her place or something like that?
I don't know.
Okay. We may or may not be visiting a center. We'll update you on that. That's your behind the scenes, and I still don't know how to close these, so I'll just see y'all later. Thanks for your support. Bye. Can you see? Pretty cool, man. You can get them all the way.